What up, my good people in the YouTube world? You already know what it is. It's your boy B. We write black. Combat you guys with another video. And as you can see, it's raining. A little bit of drizzling outside today. It rained last night, my people. And there goes that beautiful snow. There goes that snow. My people, it's gone, man. Just like that. All the beautiful snow. I'm sure the rest of it will be gone by the end of today. And guess what? All signs of snow will be gone. It's like it's never happened, man. But that was the story of last week. You guys know how we do. We do that 10% rule, man. We also speak about work and we talk about our overall and general health. So, diabetes update. Last night and yesterday as a whole was pretty good. Pretty good. A brother strung together a whole bunch of days where I did the right thing, my people. And I think on Monday, I told you guys that without my clothes on, I was about 144, 143. A brother got those numbers up. And yesterday when I weighed myself, I was at 147. I was shooting for 146, but I'm at 147. We got two people in the box. One person put a little thumbs up. I'm going to be needing for everybody to hit that like button when you come up on here, man. Everybody hit that like button when you come up on here, man. You know? So yesterday was pretty good with the diabetes. I took my long-lasting insulin, and I also took my short-term insulin to cover myself on most of the meals in which I take. Now, I've been describing to you guys diabetes, right? But diabetes is just part of the issue. The other half is the pancreatitis. And pancreatitis, obviously, your pancreas produces insulin, but your pancreas also produces digestive enzymes. And these enzymes help break down your food. And I'll get a little, I'm not going to go deep into it, but when I say break down your food and get into your system, what I basically mean is that these enzymes inside of your pancreas break down the food into certain enzymes, and they enable your body to act on it and get the nutrients in it from it, right? Now, if you don't have these digestive enzymes, a lot of times what can happen is that you can eat, but then you could be malnutrition, right? So you can eat and be malnutrition where your body isn't getting all the nutrients that it needs from this food. It's basically starving yourself. And some of the things that you can tell by this are fat inside of your stool. That means that it's going to be greasy. A lot of times you have diarrhea. You get a lot of acid. You sometimes fart. And these farts and gas that you pass, they have a very distinct smell. So when I wasn't taking care of myself, I would pass gas, and I'm telling you, the smell would be horrific. It could kill somebody. You feel me? And we got some people on the check-in. They say, "What's going on, brother?" Not much. Just chilling. Friday, last day of the week. Out here in New York, we got some great weather. Feel like about 40-something right now, so early in the morning. Somebody else said hi. Everybody saying hi. Somebody said, yo. Was good, y'all. Was good. We out here in Long Island, baby. Out here in Long Island. Did you guys hear the news? Did y'all hear? Well, if you didn't, I'm going to tell you. Y'all heard about Rex Heuermann? Anybody in here heard about Rex Heuermann? Well, Rex Heuermann is the Long Island serial killer, right? I'm in Freeport. He was from Montour, a.k.a. Massapequa. And you can reach that area going this way, you know what I mean? Going this way. That is what? East. You can reach Massapequa walking east. That would be that way. You understand what I'm saying? That's east. That's south over there by the Freeport docks where you could go in the summertime, get some great seafood, make some great drinks. Up there is up north, all right? Jalen Brunson, I think his mom's is from like Manhasset over there, around that area. You got, back over there was where Dwight Gooden and Down Strawberry back up there in the Manhasset area. That's the Gold Coast up there, man. They got a whole bunch of mansions if you keep going that way. But the Dwight Gooden told y'all that he was coked up and drugged up for the 86 parade, championship parade for the Mets. And he almost didn't make it, but he was up there somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Back there is west. That way, that's toward Queens, Brooklyn, and that area, you know? But back to Rex Heuermann. Do you know that there was another person burying bodies out there in Gilgo Beach? Could y'all believe that? Somebody said, I did security at Dot Complex. Shout out to my boy Big Mont. He already know about it, you know? Up there in Manhasset. He know about what goes on over there, you know? But they did find a assailant that was out there burying bodies over there in Gilgo Beach. They found, I think it was a mother and a baby. A mother and a baby. One of them was buried at Hempstead State Lake Park. That's over there by where I used to live in Rockville Center. And the other body was found out there in Gilgo Beach. And the person that they found out who did it, homeboy is in Florida somewhere, man. He had bounced in Florida. And I think about stuff like that, man. Can you imagine how these killers must, and Joel Rifkin too, he's from Long Island, he's from East Meadow. Y'all ever hear Joel Rifkin? Or am I going way too back for y'all? He was in the 90s, another serial killer from Long Island, Joel Rifkin. He was a pervert, if you ever read his story, you know? But sometimes I be thinking about these guys who stack up bodies like that, man. And they'll bury them at like a Gilgo Beach in a place like that and think they got away with it. This be 20 years ago, and they think they got away with it. But it takes persistent police activity. I remember we got a new, well, not me, but Suffolk County. They got a new police commissioner out there, and he made it his business to solve the case, yo. Is this Denzel Washington? Yo, how y'all keep saying I'm Denzel? Son? I sound nothing, absolutely nothing like Denzel. Denzel is from, he's from like Rockland County all the way up there, man. He's from New Rochelle, those areas. That's north of the city. I'm south of the city in Long Island, man. We got different accents, different styles. Shout out to Denzel, that's my man. But at the same time, we are not him, son. Just like we are not Buffalo, you know, in Albany, Schenectady, and all them other places, Utica. We not them, son. You know, out here in Nassau County, we're our own beast, but at the same time, we're closer to like Queens and stuff. So when you speak to us, you know, we'll speak about the Lost Boys, we'll speak about A Tribe Called Quest, because those are the closest people to us, you know? Those are the closest people to us. Queens is closest to Nassau County, where I'm at, you know? But yeah, there's definitely some interesting things going on over there. So we're gonna transition. Now I got to talk about work, man. And I got to talk about work. And this isn't just about work, my people. It's really about not seeing the trees for the forest, man. Or not seeing, damn, I messed that up. Not seeing the forest for the trees. And we got somebody in the check-in, what they say. Even trying to explain it away. You sound just like him. He said, me trying to explain that I'm not Denzel make me sound more like Denzel. But Denzel in what movie, man? What y'all talking about? I sound like him in Training Day. I sound like him in The Equalizer. Which movie is y'all? John Q? Which version of Denzel do I sound like, son? If I could sound like a Denzel, I want to sound like Malcolm X Denzel. You understand what I'm saying? That's the Denzel I want to sound like. I want to sound like Brother Malcolm. Brother Malcolm, speak. That's what I want people to say when I start talking. Brother Brad, speak. Speak, Brad, speak. You understand what I'm saying? I love the nation of Islam, man. Shout out to them brothers, you know, because they did start out here. What is that? Shout out to, I was talking about the nation of gods and earths. What's that? Mosque number 9, Mosque number 7. I'm over here messing up the sacred sayings, you know what I mean? Shout out to them brothers. No disrespect to them cats, you know what I mean? But I don't affiliate with them. Definitely don't affiliate with them. They are some good brothers, but I don't affiliate with them. Yeah. So we're gonna go back into that topic while I'm talking about work, where these cats can't see the forest for the trees. Now, listen, man, when we doing numbers, I'm an analytical person, man. You know what I mean? And analytics run this world when you really sit down and think about it, yo. So I like to use analogies of things that I do know about, right? So this is what we have, yo. We got a, hold on. All good, bruh. It's all good. Shout out, shout out, shout out. He said movies, interviews, period. He said I sound like Denzel in anything. Not one specific movie, but I sound like him in everything. All right, that's what's up. Peace. Peace. You know? It could be worse. It could be worse, you dig? So yeah, these cats is back at it, son. They back at it with the vines. Daniel. Damn. That's why I'm gonna go in today saying that. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. You're back at it with the vines. Y'all remember that? These cats is back at it with the vines. And the fact of the matter is, they can't see forest for the trees. So let's break this down. Let's say that you are the owner of a team, right? And the most that you could do for your team and the most insight that you could tell your team is that, yo, we scoring 100, we averaging 110 points, and the opponents are averaging 114. So our record is 36 and 35. 36 and 35, that's our record. We just need to score more points and stop them from scoring points. That's what these cats are doing, son. And they jumping on, like, they got microphones and big ass speakers, getting on the phone, talking to people, acting as if they dropping real knowledge. Like, yo, in the fourth quarter, you scored 14 points and trying to let everybody know, like they doing something, son. Shout out to my man, Big Mike. He said maybe Denzel, Philadelphia or something. Not Denzel Washington. Mike is a nut, man. Shout out to Mike. He said, I sound like Denzel, Philadelphia, not Denzel Washington. Yo, you're a funny dude, Mike. Mike crazy, son. That's my man, though. You already know. You feel me? So, yeah, that's what these cats is doing, man. Just pointing out how many points you scoring and how many points the opponent scoring. They not giving you insight, yo. And they jumping on the phone, yelling this information as if they dropping knowledge, like they giving us the keys of life or something. And I know what's going on. And I'm like, yo, really, son? This is what you guys are doing? And they walk around with their chest up because they tell you the score in the fourth quarter and who made the basket. They say Drazen Petrovic scored in the fourth. Come on, man. That's nothing. That's nothing. The level that we at, I'm going to tell y'all, man. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to look at all the shots you're taking. I'm going to look at the shots you're missing. I'm going to look at who's defending you. I'm going to look at the height of the players on the field. I'm going to look at all of that stuff, and I'm going to give you a broken down summary of everything that's going on. I'm going to tell you Kobe taking shots from the left side. When he dribbled once or twice, he misses the shot 15% of the time. When this configuration of players on the team, these are the stats. In the fourth quarter, with the game on the line and you down, these are the type of plays that you run. And it has a success rate of this. So if we get into this situation again, the numbers show that we're more successful doing this. And that's the type of level of information that we're bringing. And when you give people this type of information, they don't know what to do with it. It looks like magic to them when you're predicting the future. When it's not magic, my people, the numbers are going to tell you what's going on. And it takes an analyst or someone who knows how to look deeper into these numbers to give you true insight. But if you don't have anyone in the organization that's willing to do that or even knows how to do that, what you're going to have is a bunch of people that look good, sound good, but absolutely doing nothing. And that's what I'm seeing, man. Spending a bunch of money for a bunch of people that don't know a goddamn thing. And it's sad, man. It's really and truly, truly sad. But this is going in a direction that I don't even want it to go because I kind of sound bitter when I start speaking like that. So let's switch topics, man. Let's switch topics. What are you guys doing today? What are you guys doing today? It's Friday. Some of y'all ain't got no job. And some of y'all ain't got nothing to do. Is y'all getting high? Where I get that from? What movie I get that from? Chat. What movie I get that from? Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got to do. What movie is that from, my people? I'll finish it for y'all. That's Friday, man. You know? That's Friday. And today is Friday, you know? And I get happy on Fridays, man. Happy on Fridays. What up? What y'all up to, chat? What are y'all getting into? It's a little bit of rain coming down, you know? But I say I'm a gangster, son, and I'm gonna let y'all know gangsters don't use umbrellas. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that gangsters didn't use umbrellas? You feel me? Yeah, so what y'all getting into, son? What is you guys getting into? I ain't getting into much. My boy, he graduated finally. He got his master's, computer science master's. So, you know, we're going to celebrate, gonna chill, maybe go get something to eat. That's one of my favorite pastimes. What's some of your favorite restaurants out here? What are some of your favorite restaurants out here? Me? I like me a good steak. I love me a good steak. And I've been to some of the biggest steakhouses out here in New York. And I'm gonna tell y'all some of my favorites, you know? Y'all already know about Roof Chris. I had me a few steaks from Roof Chris. I love their steaks. I've gone to the spot in Brooklyn. They also got a spot out here in Long Island. What's the name of it? Peter Luger. I've been to Peter Luger before. I like their steaks. Where else I've gone to? Going to all the big ones, man. All the big ones. I've been to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. They got some good steaks. I've been to Wolfgang's a couple of times. They have some great steak, you know. A steakhouse just closed in Rockville Center. I used to rock with them all the time, too. They got another spot called Trento out there in Farmingdale that I like to go to, you know. And how do you guys get your steaks? Me, I do the medium rare. Medium rare. A medium rare steak. My family look at me like I'm crazy because they say it's too rare. And you know, the hip-hop community, cats damn near burn their steaks, son. They burn the flavor all out the damn steak. I'm like, how the hell are you gonna eat a half burnt steak, son? That's crazy to me. But what's up with y'all? They said, are you running from cops? Somebody asked me if I'm running from the cops. Nah, I ain't running from the cops, baby. You know? I ain't running from the cops. As opposed to what some may think, I got no issues with cops, man. Especially Freeport cops. Freeport cops are pretty good. I went into a little story with the Freeport cops, and I told how I used to live with my cousin, and he was challenged, you know? He had a few mental issues, and his outbursts were crazy. This dude, I've never seen anything like this before. He literally threw a whole bedroom out the window, yo. Like, how you throw a bedroom out the window? The whole bedroom, son, and it got out the window. I'm like, yo, the bed frame was out the window. It was a king-size bed. I don't know how the hell he throw a king-size bed out the window. He threw the big-ass dress out the window. How did the dress even get out the window, son? I came home. I seen the whole bedroom outside of the bedroom. Stuff was hanging from the window. I couldn't believe it. So he'd have those type of outbursts. Now, y'all know Black Lives Matter. And not just Black Lives Matter, but a lot of advocates, they say that police should not be handling cases of mental health. They say that police shouldn't be handling these cases because they are not trained the correct way. And in some instances, they can hurt people who basically are having a mental issue, you know? And they try to get them off those cases. But in my experience, especially the Freeport police, and there go the station right there, the Freeport police station right over there, they're very trained and they are very calm in dealing with these situations. And they definitely get an A in my book because the way that they handled my cousin in these types of situations, he can be very intimidating. He's a big 6'4" kid with a lot of strength. You know, he's 24, he in the prime of his life. You feel me? But the police officers don't come and deal with him with aggression, and they don't beat him up. They deal with him and they give him the care which he deserves. So in those manners, you know, I definitely give the police a shout out when it comes to that. But that's my time here, my people. We got 24 people in the box, 4 likes. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm about to go on my post. I ain't gonna say it because they cut me short every time I start talking that joke. They don't like that joke. YouTube don't like that joke. And I ain't shadow banned. I just want to say I'm shadow banned because I only got 19 people, and people tell me that they don't get the notifications that I live. So I'm not shadow banned, but I'm gonna say I'm shadow banned because it sounds cool. But I'm up out here. Thank you guys for listening. We had another successful one. This is your boy B. Peace out, my people. Yeah.